So now Melania Trump is the laughingstock of the entire internet because she let a man with multiple credible sexual assault allegations and multiple appearances in the Epstein files, not the one she's married to, completely different guy if you can believe that, follow her around with a fucking camera for 2 weeks and then take that footage, cut it into a documentary that has her name on it, her face on it, and it was the biggest critical and box office flop anyone's ever fucking seen in their lives. No one went to see this film up until the day of. People were posting screenshots of primetime screenings of this film in their local theaters, completely unsold. It wasn't even some like sleeper hit with Republicans. She could not sell tickets in theaters in Florida, girl. That's where they fucking make Republicans. They started posting listings for gig workers to go make like $50 just by sitting in the theater pretending to watch this film. I saw a bunch of cultural reporters and film critics writing about how they would go to the theater. They would try to pull anyone aside who had seen the movie with them to get their take on it for their story. And inevitably, anybody they grabbed was also a cultural reporter or a film critic because those are the only people who saw this film. It ended up with like a 7% on Rotten Tomatoes. It ended up with the lowest rating of any film ever on all of IMDb. I want you to think of The Princess Switched 2, Switched Again. That is ranked significantly higher than a documentary about the sitting First Lady of the United States of America. And mind you, this whole humiliation ritual that Melania Trump apparently signed up for willingly is also that her husband, who already has more money than he could ever possibly spend in his dwindling ass lifetime, who spent all weekend while her movie was flopping, getting exposed thousands of times over in excruciating detail for his pedophilic activity, could make a few more $1 million. And that is just so straightforwardly pathetic. It's almost not even worth elaborating on, but I will elaborate on it because let me tell you something. Conservative women keep doing this and it's embarrassing for you bitches. You keep trying to appeal to women and young girls, acting like your lives are so aspirational and like we should all want to be like you, when it is a matter of public record how you let your husbands and your bosses dog walk you. Anytime Republican men need somebody to say something insane into a mic to rile up the QAnon freaks in their base, they don't call Mike and Todd and James, they call Caroline and Nancy and Marjorie and Lauren. And that's entirely by design, so the men in the party are the only ones who get to look composed and leaderly, if that. No one wants to be anything like you bitches. I would be on the hotline 24/7 if I had your lives. You are chopped, your makeup shit, you have a full face of botched plastic surgery, you're working overtime at your little fake ass media jobs just to put your husband's name on your paycheck, and you're always fucking pregnant. You're like disgustingly always pregnant with a baby daddy who is dogging you out on the side. And y'all know that we know that you're all on PrEP, right? Like, that's kind of talked about in DC. I'm sorry to burst your bubble if you weren't aware, but most cis straight women don't have any reason to be on PrEP, so you might want to ask your man about that.